Let's take a look at the date and time on a Garmin Inferno 620. In this video, we're going to ride the elevator that's behind that pillar here at Neptune Hall, Northern Illinois University in DeKalb, Illinois. And this elevator happens to be a long. It's also got those rare types of vandal resistant buttons, which I believe are some sort of monitor, but I'm not too sure. With that said, let's take on a ride. And it's right here. Also got a C.J. Anderson Hall lantern. So let's take it up to 2. Watch the floor indicator. The indicator is completely dead. It seems to have some classic leveling as well. So let's go down to 1. Well, notice when you push the buttons in this elevator, they kind of stick in for a bit. They're also kind of sticky. There's a classic leveling again. So let's get a cat view of this elevator. And because I'm the only one running it, that message does not seem to apply. Looks pretty nice for an 80s or 90s installation, which means this elevator was probably added in during that time, since the building itself was built in 1959. There's your emergency light right there. There's your front indicator, which, like I said, is completely dead. Your key switches, your buttons. See, it's a long. There's proof that I'm not lying when I say that. There's your phone right there. And there's your inspection certificate. And just for a little bit, we'll do an impact cam to show the classic leveling on this thing. Yeah. As you might have heard, when I first went up, this thing gave a pretty big jolt. So it's probably going to give another jolt again. Well, this one it might not be as severe, because I believe the reason why it gave a violent jolt is because this elevator hasn't been used, or doesn't get used often. Let's see, is that good enough? Okay, that should be good right there. So let's ride up to 2, listen to the motor, watch the classic leveling, and hear that jolt. Yeah, it didn't seem to jolt that badly that time. So let's set it down to 1. So I write down 1. I actually meant to show you something on 2 that I forgot to show you the first time I went up. So we'll do that. And this time watch the button go out. As I noticed on the second floor, instead of having that rare vandal resistant button, it seems to have some kind of Adams button with a crack in it. So they might have replaced this. This might have been, that button might have used to be an old vandal resistant. button. It looks like this. But then they replaced it maybe in the 90s. So it's possible this elevator could have been installed in the 80s, but that had that button replaced in the 90s. So here are one. Now we're going to watch this close up. There it goes. And yeah, guys, it's definitely not expecting to find an original elevator on this campus, given that most of them are modded. I'm not sure if NIU forgot about this elevator or if they don't plan on upgrading it since it's working okay, despite it maybe jolting or giving a jolt going up after not being used in a while. But nonetheless, I'm so glad the elevator is still original. I wanted to show you something out here. So you see that wall right there? Actually, I'll show you in just a second. But yeah, that wall right there is where the elevator is. So yeah, it's the shaft for the elevator you're seeing. And as you can see right here, it could have easily been made glass, but apparently when NIU built this or installed this elevator, they decided to not make it that way and just enclose it. Talk about some pure disappointment. What do you think about this, Fletcher? Another thing to point out is that this elevator, and aside from probably a service elevator that's an Otis according to the state records, this elevator only serves 2 floors and is located in the central portion of Neptune Hall. But this portion right here, which serves dorms and is known as Neptune West, as you can see here, it has 4 floors, but there's no elevator whatsoever. Same thing with Neptune East, which is that portion you're seeing right there. So, therefore, I guess you could say this building is ADA accessible, but at the same time is not. Because if you're handicapped, and we're hoping to get to live in a dorm here, or live in this dorm, the only options are to live on the 1st floor or the 2nd floor. I mean, at least it's ADA compliant to some extent, but a handicapped person would not be able to go to the 3rd or 4th floor, just the 1st and 2nd. So yeah, I thought I might point that out as well. Alright guys, we're going to wrap up the video now, so I hope you enjoyed, and that's it.